Hello and welcome back to Curry Soup. Today we're going to be talking about how to quit smoking. But instead of giving you tips and techniques and what to do, what not to do to quit smoking, we're going to be following Julian on his journey to quit smoking. So Julian, just give a brief introduction of yourself.
Okay, so hi, my name is Julian and I am 23 years old this year and I am a smoker.
Okay, so how long have you been smoking?
I started when I was 17 years old, which is I think 2021, so 4 years ago. I've been smoking for 4 years.
And what prompted you to start the habit of smoking?
Well, at first it was just curiosity because like I see kids, I didn't think that it was cool to do it or whatever like that. I was just curious to know the taste of smoking. Like why do people have such enjoyment in it like that?
And how did you start? Like you were curious and then what happened?
Oh, okay. So there was this one night I was smoking on and off for I think 3-4 months when I first started getting cigarettes or buying cigarettes. Sometimes I even forget that I have a cigarette inside my drawer. But until this one fine night, I was at a coffee shop having some coffee and just on social media. I have a pack of cigarettes in my hands. So I started smoking while scrolling through my Facebook feed. And suddenly one cigarette came after another and that's how it all started that night. And then I couldn't stop without whatever I'm doing, I must have a cigarette in my hand, smoking all the time.
So how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? Do you go by boxes or sticks?
Before this whole journey started lah, it's I think at most 2 packets a day, so 40 sticks of cigarettes
40
per day.
sticks of cigarettes a day.
Yeah, 40 sticks, yeah.
What are your smoking triggers? What makes you smoke in a day, like in a normal day?
I think for me right now, because I started this journey already, and then I realized when I first wake up, when I first have my morning coffee, I will have 1 cigarette with it. And when I'm walking around my house, I will have 1 cigarette with it. And when I'm going to the toilet, also 1 cigarette. When after a meal, or even before a meal, while I'm cooking or anything, there's always a cigarette nearby or within my hands.
So you've been smoking for 4 years, 40 packs per day. That's okay.
40 packs, but 40
sticks.
40 sticks per day. So like, yeah, I did the calculation. I was like, shit, I'm smoking like 40 sticks per day maximum, or even more sometimes if I'm hanging out. And I times that by 365, and I was like, what am I doing? It's like,
it's a lot. So after 4 years of smoking experience, so what is the pleasure you get out of smoking? What did you gain, or what plus point did you have by smoking?
Oh, okay. So throughout the 4 years, I think the only time that I had pleasure smoking was because that I was around my friends. So because everyone was smoking, so I took the habit of smoking while enjoying the conversations that I have with my friends, hanging around at coffee shops and whatnot. So I think that attributed most of my smoking habit lah, because I'm always hanging out with my friends most of the time. That time, even when I'm working, they will come to my workplace and we'll sit and we'll smoke and we'll drink coffee together. So that affected my other daily routines also. Okay, so when you ask me about the benefits of smoking throughout the 4 years that I still am now, but less. Right now, when I think of it, I could think of none. And then now that I have realized that it's just a habit actually. Yeah, a habit that I built up throughout the 4 years, ever since that one night at a coffee shop. Yeah.
So now you've already started your journey to quit smoking lah. So
Yeah.
how long has it been already?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. So what made you decide that you want to stop smoking after this?
It wasn't just like 2 weeks ago. Previously, within the 4 years I was smoking, I did see some footages or videos of people saying, scientists, the research that was going on, that people, smokers, shorten their lives by 5 to 10 years. And then I was thinking to myself, 5 to 13 years of my life gone just like that. And I might die at like 60 or 70, weighing the risk of the 5 to 13 years. So I was thinking to myself, just because I couldn't control the urge to smoke, I'm gonna waste 5 or even the least is 5, and or even the worst, like 13 years of my life gone just like that, and I might not get to enjoy life to the fullest.
Okay, so you decided to change because you actually saw the value of those 10-15 years.
Yeah, at my age right now, where like in the era of globalization now, where everything is the technology especially, and what I'm pursuing right now, which is in music right now. And I was thinking that how many things that I would miss. Like I could die anytime from a car crash, but if I were to live that long without any accidents or without any unfortunate events after all, hopefully, and I would not take the risk just to have cancer at the end of the day.
So you've started this journey of yours for 2 weeks already. So what are the challenges you faced since you started until now?
Yeah, the temptation, of course. Yeah, like every time I see someone on the street when I'm riding my motorcycle, or I take a walk around my village or around my house, I see someone smoking. I feel the urge like, oh shit, I've got to take a smoke now. I've got to take a cigarette and light it up now. When I'm doing something, like for instance, when I go out for a stroll on my motorcycle to the nearest town to buy some stuff, I would feel the urge to smoke while riding my motorcycle, because it's what I've been doing for the past 4 years. So the challenges are there, but yeah.
So what do you do when this urge comes up?
I've read and watched videos about it. I've read some articles about it on how to quit smoking and whatnot. But for now, I think I wanna just try it my way first, of saying no or delaying the urge to smoke. So let's say like right now, I look at someone is smoking and I feel like smoking. So I would tell myself no. So I'm just trying to practice and eventually hoping that it will become a habit until I forget smoking. Keep saying no, like make it a practice, you know. But I do give myself reward. Like for, let's say usually I smoke 1 cigarette every 30 minutes. Right now, to this day, for now, in the 2 weeks now, I think I smoke one every 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, so it's like quitting at the same time and rewarding myself at the same time. So slowly weaning it off. Yeah.
Okay, so your reward for quitting smoking is smoking.
Yeah, no, it might sound funny, but that's my way of coping with it. So like some other times I use sweets. Yeah,
Okay.
so like when I feel the urge to smoke when I'm riding my motorcycle, and it's how to say, inconvenient to take a cigarette out because the wind is blowing and all, so I just take a sweet. When I reach the traffic light, it's a red light, so there's a sweet in my mouth. So usually in those 4 years when I have a sweet or any kind of food in my mouth, I won't smoke. So I'm counting on that right now. So
that was interesting.
yeah.
So that is Julian's story of when he started smoking, how he started smoking, why he started smoking, and the beginning of his journey to completely not smoking at all, to be a non-smoker.
Yeah.
So for today, we've seen all this topic. Next Friday, we'll be seeing what are the other strategies and tricks that he used to either distract himself from smoking or to not think about smoking at all. See you again next Friday to join us on Julian's journey to quit smoking.
Yeah.
And until then, in anything you do, do your best and be the best version of yourself. Bye-bye.